I re-recorded this video so many times. Hopefully this is the last take, and hopefully you can't hear the traffic outside. Yo, what's up, people? I know I haven't done a webcam video in a pretty long time. Pretty much because I was just stuck inside from quarantine looking homeless, and all the barber shops are open and stuff. Got my beard trimmed, and yeah, not afraid to hop back in front of the camera. So the PS5 got revealed, I think, sometime around last week, if I remember correctly. So let's hop back in and do my usual top 5 games coming out of Sony's press conference. And as you can see, you know, my little setup, we getting there, we upgrading. So we got a new Rode MT mic, and got a mic arm. So, you know, we slowly getting there. Hopefully green screen will be the next thing. So yeah, I'll do my thoughts on the PS5, what I think about it, how it looks, my expectations for it in the first half, and then my top 5 games will be in the second half of the video. So timestamps will be in the comment section down below. So the PS5, it looks like a router, not even gonna lie. This has one of those designs you'll either love it or hate it, and from the memes they're saying online, I don't think a lot of people like it that much. Me personally, I'm kind of 50-50. Like, it looks somewhat futuristic, so I'm kind of okay with it. Compared to the Xbox something X, I don't know what the name is. Yeah, both these consoles, they look they both got a yikes from me. One looks like a router, the other one looks like an air humidifier. So I guess I'll take my chances with the router. This time they're actually releasing 2 editions, the digital version and the one with the Blu-ray drive. I like the digital version, it just looks a little bit better because both sides kind of look the same, so you know, it has that symmetry, so I prefer how that looks. I'm hoping the digital version is going to be cheaper, maybe like $100 off or maybe $50 off. In terms of pricing, I would think this is only going to be like $100 more expensive than the PS4. So around, I think the PS4 was $399. This is either going to be $499 or $599 the most. I don't think this is going to be $800 like we're seeing in all these rumors online. Yeah, the backlash they got for releasing the PS3 at $599, I don't think they're going to do that again. So yeah, I'm placing my bets around the $500-600 price range. I do like the controls though. The controls look really fucking sexy to me. Which is funny because I didn't like them at first. When I first saw them, I was just like, what the hell is this? It was so accustomed to Sony releasing their standard console and controllers in the regular like matte black and stuff, so I was expecting that. The white looks good, but I don't really like white controllers or consoles because they get dirty really easily. I had like 1 or 2 white controls, and those things just attract dirt really quickly. I am pretty interested to see what other colors they can do with these, because as we're seeing with the PS4 controls now, they got like mint blue and a whole different set of color combinations and camos and stuff. So I'm interested to see how they do them on those controllers. And also, what the hell is the PS5 Slim gonna look like? Because I can't see them making this any smaller, and even if they do, it's just probably gonna look completely different. The Slim versions always look better to me either way, so might just wait 2 or 3 years for that. But yeah, PS5, yeah, it looks alright. 50-50, yeah, it's okay, nothing special. Controllers, yeah, they definitely look good. So yeah, we can move on to the games. These are my top 5 games coming out of their conference. So in no particular order, first of all, I think they showed Spider-Man first, and no one can tell me that they showed the black guy first because of what's going on in the world right now. But what I will say is they finally got the hairline right. Did y'all see that hairline? Miles' hairline was crisp as fuck, and I was just like, yes, finally. We finally got one character that they decided to do the black guy's hairline right. Took them like, what, 20 years? But we finally got there, black people. We got there. We got a game with a proper hairline. So I'm probably just gonna pick that up just because just because they got the hairline right. I didn't actually play the first Spider-Man. I still have that in my cart. I was just like, I'll get around to it eventually and buy it. Seeing everyone saying it's so great, I have no idea when I'm gonna get around to that, because I just bought Last of Us yesterday because it's coming out tomorrow. But I'll play it eventually before this this new Spider-Man comes out. So I was pretty interested in that. Also, the graphics look pretty good and the suits look amazing. So that is now on my radar. Next up is Ratchet & Clank. This is hands down the game I am most interested in. Huge Ratchet & Clank fan. I grew up playing Ratchet & Clank games, so yeah, this pretty much stole the show for me because I was not expecting this. After the one on PS4, I thought they were done with the series because there was no mention of this at all. But you can like jump through rifts and we're shifting galaxies now, and there's a new female long box, so Ratchet is not the only one now. So I think in the previous games we saw one Lombax. Now this is either the second or the third one, so we know they're no longer extinct. Okay, I'm not gonna nerd out about the series now, but the point is, pretty excited that it's coming back. I think this might be exclusive to the PS5 because they said the graphics and hardware, all that shit that they can do now that they couldn't do on the PS4. My hopes for this game is I hope it goes back to the roots of the usual Ratchet and Clank series, because Ratchet and Clank PS4, I'm not even like, that was fucking disappointing. Compared to the older games, they kind of went more child friendly, I guess. The Ratchet and Clank games on like PS2 and PS3, they kind of had, there was a lot of adult humor in there, which made the game funny and had a lot of replay value. This new one on PS4, not so much. It wasn't funny, it was kind of like fully, they just embraced the childlikeness of it. So yeah, I'm hoping they go back to their roots with the adult jokes and the replayability and a lot of the customization and stuff. So game number 3 is gonna be Kena. This is, I think, an indie game from Ember Studios, if I remember correctly. Normally adventure and platform games kind of like this, not my thing, they don't interest me, but this one did. I kind of like the art style. The fighting doesn't look super intense, but again, I just really like the art style. Everything looks kind of cute, so this seems like one of those games I can just put on when I get home and turn off my brain and play. So I'm pretty interested in that. That one actually looks pretty good. That also is not one of those games that is exclusive to PS5. They didn't say anything, but all these articles coming out now afterwards. This one is also going to release on PC via the Epic Store at the end of this year. So I am going to pick that up on PC. Game number 4 is going to be Godfall. This one I did not expect. I've heard the name Godfall thrown around from like the news articles like Polygon and shit, but never really looked into it. So after seeing it, this definitely did interest me because, fuck ton of customization. That's honestly that's like all you need to get me hooked to a game. Just show a fuck ton of customization and I am sold. So that's pretty much what Godfall is. You get to play as some godlike warrior character with a bunch of different customization and fight styles and stuff like that. So the combat kind of reminds me of Warframe's melee fighting, which I did like, but you didn't really get to do that often because the weapons were more powerful sometimes, but I guess it depends on your build. But either way, the melee reminded me of Warframe, so I was like, this seems similar enough, I can deal with this, and a fuck ton of customization. I'm sold. This one is also not exclusive PS5, coming to PC, so I'm gonna get this on PC as well. And the last one on my list is Deathloop. This was by Arcane Studios, who made the Dishonored series, and you can see it because a lot of these animations I've seen from Dishonored 2, especially when he jumped down and landed on the guy's neck. So this game is definitely gonna scratch that Dishonored itch I've had for a while. Instead of replaying those games, I can kind of get a game that's pretty similar. This is like a more sci-fi version of the Dishonored series. The story for this game is pretty much you have to escape this island that you keep getting killed on. You go back in time, you just keep dying over and over and over, and there's this other lady hunting you down. So, like the title, you're pretty much stuck in a death loop. And again, you get to play as a black guy, so I'm sold. So special mentions are gonna be to Ghostwire Tokyo. I do like a good horror game every now and then. This kind of reminds me of Dishonored as well. I can't, maybe it's the animations, I guess, but it does remind me of Dishonored. Also, there's like these Slender Man enemies. I don't know, they didn't really say anything much about the stories. Sorry about the traffic, can't really do anything about that. They didn't say anything about the story, we just have this kind of horror game. I just like the aesthetic of it, like the Tokyo looking dark and the bright lights, and also it looks like you have abilities and powers, so I'm pretty interested in that as well. The next game in special mention is going to be Returnal, another horror game. I think one of my friends told me this is a game that one of the Dead Space writers is working on, and huge fan of Dead Space. So sad that EA kind of killed off that studio, so if this is from one of their writers, I think this is going to be pretty good, so I have my eye on this as well. And lastly is Pragmata. I just put this on the list because I thought the suit looked pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Again, the suit reminded me of Dead Space. I'm hoping this isn't one of those Death Stranding type of super deep poetic games, because honestly that's how it looked. But yeah, I just put this on the list because the suit looks pretty good. I have no idea what's going on. This somehow ended up on the moon at the end of the trailer, so that's what makes me think it's gonna be one of those super deep poetic type of games like Death Stranding. but I hope it isn't. So yeah, those are my top games coming out of Sony's press conference this year. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the PS5? How does it look? How much do you think it's gonna cost? And which were your favorite games from Sony's press conference? I'll give this conference overall like a good 7.58 out of 10. We have seen definitely worse conferences from Sony. I think the last 2 or 3 E3s, they were just re-showing the same 3 games. It was like Spider-Man, God of War, and Last of Us 2. So this conference, you got a bunch of new games. There's like Gran Turismo and some other new games. There was like this really kid-friendly one, Bug Snacks or something, something for kids. So they showed like a little bit of everything coming to the PS5. So I did think this conference was pretty good. There was no E3 this year, like I said earlier. So comparing this to Xbox's conference, I would definitely say Sony took it home this time, because I went and I rewatched the Xbox conference on stream, and that was just... They didn't really show any games that were exclusive to the Xbox One and 2. A lot of the trailers were dark and creepy as hell. I don't know who decided that that was the marketing push they were gonna go for, but that was that's a big no for me. And before anyone says, I'm a Sony fanboy and shit, just don't. I can tell this console war thing is starting up again from all the comments I'm seeing online. Take it from someone that does marketing. Brand loyalty is fucking stupid, okay? Just go with whatever games on the console that you like. I switched from PS4 to PC. The year that Xbox has a bunch of heavy-hitting games, I'm gonna jump from PC to Xbox. So, yeah, brand loyalty is stupid. But other than that, yeah, I think that's pretty much my thoughts on that whole thing. I will try to do some more of these, like, live cam videos or whatever, seeing that I'm taking, like, months to do one video now. So, yeah, again, leave your thoughts down below, and if you found this enjoyable, I don't know, subscribe for more videos. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.